All right, let's talk AI. If your company is pouring money into it, I've got some potentially bad news. Your strategy might already be out of date. Seriously, a huge shift is happening right now, and we're going to break down the brand new playbook that's going to define who wins and who loses in the next couple of years. And you can feel the pressure, right? I mean, look at this number. A whopping 91% of companies are planning to invest even more in AI this year. This isn't some niche tech project anymore. Nope, this is the conversation happening in every boardroom, everywhere. And this quote, wow, it just gets it just right. If we do not do it, someone else will, and we will be behind. I mean, that's the feeling, isn't it? It's this frantic race, this huge fear of missing out that's causing this massive spending spree. But here's the thing, and it's a big one. Just throwing cash at the problem, that's not going to work. And here's the crazy part. The playbook that everyone used to get started with AI, the one about hoarding tons of data and running little pilot projects, well, that's now the very thing holding companies back. It's like an anchor, literally dragging them down and stopping them from getting any real value. Okay, so here's what we're going to cover. We'll look at why the old playbook is totally broken. Check out the new tools that are changing everything, see how they're actually being used, talk about the new rules for governing this stuff, and wrap up with how you can build your own winning strategy. All right, let's start with the big problem. Companies are spending billions, literally billions, on AI. So why are so many of them getting basically nothing back? It all comes down to a strategy that's just, well, it's broken. For years, all we heard was data is the new oil. The big idea was to build a data moat, just hoard every piece of proprietary data you could find. Well, let me tell you, that idea is officially dead. It's over. Today, it's all about speed. The real winners aren't the ones with the most data, they're the ones who can use new tools to move faster and cheaper than their competitors. And this broken strategy has led to a place with a pretty grim name, pilot purgatory. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's where AI projects go to die. We're talking about almost 2/3 of them. They just get stuck in this endless loop of experiments, never actually making it into the real world. Why? All the usual suspects. Bad data, not enough of the right people, or just no real plan to scale. So, how do you break out of pilot purgatory? Well, the new playbook is built on two, honestly, game-changing technologies, and they're designed to solve the two biggest problems holding AI back, the data crisis and, you guessed it, the trust crisis. Okay, first, let's tackle the data crisis. The answer? Synthetic data. The best way to think about it is like a flight simulator, but for your AI. Instead of taking months and months to collect messy, complicated, real-world data, you can now just generate a perfect, clean, privacy-safe dataset whenever you need it. It's incredible. And the benefits here are just huge. It's not just about having data. It's about being smart, efficient, and safe. I mean, we are talking about cutting costs by 500 to 1,000 times compared to having humans label everything. And this is the really cool part. You can finally train your AI on those super rare black swan events, the stuff that's way too dangerous or crazy expensive to capture in real life. All right, second big problem, the trust crisis. You've probably heard about AI hallucinating, basically just making stuff up. The solution for that is something called retrieval augmented generation, or RAG for short. Think of it as giving your AI a direct line to a fact checker. It's like a brain extension that lets it look up facts in real time so it knows what it's talking about. And this is the crucial difference. The old way to update an AI's knowledge was to do a full, expensive, super time-consuming retrain of the entire model. It was a nightmare. But with RAG, the AI just looks up the latest info from your company's documents instantly. It's basically the difference between forcing someone to memorize an encyclopedia from 1995 versus giving them a live internet connection. No contest, right? So what happens when you put these two powerful tools together? Well, companies are finally breaking out of the lab. They're deploying AI in really important, mission-critical parts of their business, and they're seeing real, tangible results. The really big shift we're seeing is the rise of what's called agentic AI. Here's a simple way to think about it. We're moving from AI that's like a simple calculator to an AI that's more like a full-time autonomous accountant. We're talking about systems that can handle entire, complex jobs all by themselves, from start to finish. Take manufacturing, for instance. AI isn't just about flagging a problem anymore. Now, it's about predicting the problem before it even happens. It can analyze all this sensor data, see a failure coming, and schedule a repair. The result?
You can cut unexpected machine downtime by half. That's massive.
And this isn't some futuristic fantasy either. Siemens is doing this right now. They have these AI co-pilots in their factories that give their maintenance teams super clear, actionable advice. It's not just a red flag, it's a solution, and it's cutting down maintenance time by a ton. And it's not just about machines. AI is also making a huge difference with people. Just look at IBM. They're using AI to figure out what skills they'll need in the future and to help employees find the right career path inside the company. And the results are pretty amazing. They're hiring 50% faster, and their people are way more engaged. Okay, but with all this power comes a lot of responsibility, right? As AI moves out of the lab and into the real world, into our factories, our HR departments, the stakes get so much higher. And that means we need a whole new way to think about governing it, both with official rules and by considering the impact it has on actual people. And no surprise, governments are starting to pay close attention. We're seeing major regulations like the US Executive Order and the big EU AI Act. They're putting down strict rules for safety, for transparency, for accountability. The whole move fast and break things vibe of early tech, yeah, that's over for AI. Compliance isn't optional anymore. But honestly, beyond the official regulations, there's a much bigger question. It's the most important part of this whole conversation, and it's all about people. It really boils down to this one thing. Are we building AI to replace people? Or are we building it to augment them, to make them superhuman at their jobs? And all the signs are pointing towards augmentation. Look at this. Even with the most powerful AI you can dream of, more than 70% of the skills that actually matter in a business, things like judgment, creativity, empathy, those are all human. The future isn't about robots taking over. It's about a partnership, about amplifying what we can do. Okay, so let's wrap this all up. What does this new winning playbook for AI actually look like? What are the key takeaways? It's actually pretty straightforward. Number one, you have to solve your data crisis. Use tools like synthetic data and RAG to build a data foundation that's fast and that you can actually trust. Number two, get out of pilot purgatory. Start deploying agentic AI to automate entire workflows that deliver real business value. And number three, govern for trust. That means embracing the new rules and, most importantly, focusing on collaboration between humans and AI. Augment your people, don't try to replace them. Look, this isn't some prediction for the distant future. This is happening right now. The AI transformation is here, and a massive gap is opening up between the companies stuck in the old playbook and those who are adopting the new one. The ones who build their strategy around speed, trust, and human AI collaboration, they aren't just going to compete, they're going to dominate. So the only real question is your playbook ready?